Ladies and gentlemen, for far too long you've been fed the lie that your feelings matter, that your emotions should guide your decisions, that you should follow your heart and do what feels right. Well, I'm here to tell you that this is absolute garbage. The world doesn't care about your feelings. Success doesn't care about your feelings. You've been programmed by weak, spineless people who tell you that it's okay to be soft, to be emotional, to take it easy when things get hard. But let me ask you, where has that gotten you? Are you wealthy? Are you powerful? Are you dominating in your field? No. Because winners don't let emotions dictate their actions. They do what needs to be done no matter what. The real world is brutal, ruthless, and unforgiving. It rewards those who take action and crushes those who hesitate. The people at the top, they didn't get there by crying about how they felt. They got there by ignoring their feelings and making the hard decisions that others were too scared to make. So today, I'm going to give you 7 brutal truths about success, discipline, and getting what you want in life. 7 keynotes that will separate you from the pathetic, weak masses and put you on the path to absolute dominance. But make no mistake, this isn't for the faint-hearted. This is for those who are ready to tear down their old, pathetic selves and build an unstoppable force. Let's begin. Feelings are the enemy of execution. Feelings are the biggest obstacle standing between you and success. You feel tired, so you sleep in. You feel unmotivated, so you skip the gym. You feel nervous, so you don't make the call. Do you see the pattern? Your feelings are nothing more than excuses dressed up as emotions. And the weak let these excuses run their lives. Winners, they don't give a damn how they feel. They wake up early even when they're exhausted. They hit the gym even when they don't want to. They make the calls, close the deals, and dominate even when they're full of doubt. Because they understand that feelings are temporary, but results last forever. If you let emotions dictate your actions, you will never achieve anything meaningful. Because emotions are fickle. They change with the wind. One day you're motivated, the next you're not, and guess what? The world doesn't stop because you're not in the mood. Winners execute regardless of how they feel. You don't need motivation, you need discipline. Motivation is for the weak. Discipline is for the unstoppable. The guy who only works when he feels like it is always outperformed by the one who grinds no matter what. When you feel like quitting, good. That's when you push harder. When your mind says, take it easy, do the opposite. Every time you ignore your feelings and take action, you are reprogramming your mind for success. You are training yourself to win. So the next time your feelings whisper in your ear telling you to quit, shut them down. Stop being controlled by something so weak, so unreliable. Feelings are nothing. Execution is everything. Comfort is the killer of success. You've been told to seek comfort, to aim for security, to avoid pain. That's why most people are broke, weak, and average. Because comfort is a slow, silent killer. It numbs you. It lulls you into mediocrity. The moment you get comfortable, you stop growing. You stop pushing. You stop improving. And then you start dying. Look around. How many people do you know who are just existing? They wake up, go to their meaningless jobs, come home, watch TV, and repeat the process until they die. That's not a life. That's a slow motion death. Success belongs to those who seek discomfort. Pain is the greatest teacher. Pressure creates diamonds. The most successful people in history weren't sitting in comfort when they built their empires. They were in the trenches, bleeding, sweating, and fighting for every inch. The weak avoid pain, the strong embrace it. When others quit because it's too hard, you push through. When others seek shortcuts, you take the long, painful road, because you understand that discomfort isn't something to fear, it's the key to your transformation. If you want to be extraordinary, you must do what the ordinary refuse to do. That means putting yourself in situations that test you, that break you down, that force you to grow. Comfort is the graveyard of ambition. Get out before it buries you alive. Fear is an illusion. Fear is the biggest scam in human history. It's the invisible chain that keeps you weak, small, and pathetic. And the worst part, it's not even real. It's a mental construct, an illusion designed by your mind to keep you from doing what needs to be done. The losers of the world spend their lives running from fear. They avoid risks, they stay in their comfort zones, and they never take action because they're scared of failure, scared of rejection, scared of what others will think. And what do they get for it? Nothing. They get to live miserable, meaningless lives filled with regret. The people at the top, the real killers, they feel fear just like you do. The difference is they don't give a damn. They act anyway. They push forward even when their stomachs are turning, even when their hands are shaking, even when their minds scream at them to stop. And guess what? On the other side of fear is everything you've ever wanted. Fear is nothing but a test, a barrier separating the weak from the strong. And every time you let fear stop you, you fail that test. Every time you hesitate, you reinforce weakness in your mind. But when you step into fear, when you act in spite of it, you destroy it. You take its power away. You build unshakable confidence. You must rewire your brain to see fear for what it is, a lie. The next time you feel fear creeping in, smile, because that's a sign you're on the right path. Fear is a compass. It points directly to what you need to do. The bigger the fear, the bigger the reward on the other side. So stop running. Stop letting an illusion control your life. Face fear head on, rip its throat out, and watch as it crumbles beneath your feet. Fear is your slave. You are not its prisoner. Failure means nothing if you keep pushing. Failure is the excuse of the weak. The losers of the world fail once, feel embarrassed, and quit. They say, maybe it's not meant for me. That's why they stay losers, because they lack the resilience to take a hit and get back up. The truth, failure means absolutely nothing. It's just feedback. It's part of the process. Every success story is built on a foundation of failures. The biggest, baddest people on this planet failed more times than you can imagine. But they didn't stop. They used failure as fuel. They learned, adapted, and came back stronger. But you fail once, and suddenly you want to crawl into a hole? That's pathetic. You need to rewire your brain to see failure as a badge of honor. Every time you fail, you're growing. Every time you fail, you're getting closer to the win. You only truly fail when you stop trying. That's the only real loss. Everything else is just a lesson. Every loss is temporary unless you let it break you. The strong keep swinging until they connect. You want to succeed? Triple your failure rate. Take more risks. Try more things. Fail so many times that people start thinking you're insane. Because eventually, you'll break through. And when you do, the same people who laughed at your failures will be kissing your ass. So stop fearing failure. Embrace it. Love it. Hunt it down. Because the person who fails the most is the one who wins the most. Being liked is overrated. You've been brainwashed to believe that being liked is important, that you should seek approval, play nice, and make everyone happy. That's a loser mentality. The most successful people in history were hated, criticized, and attacked, and they didn't care. Do you think the top 1% care if people like them? Hell no. They care about winning. They care about results. They care about domination. And that kind of success breeds envy, jealousy, and hate. It always has. When you stop caring about being liked, you unlock real power. You stop bending to the opinions of weak, average people. You stop wasting energy on meaningless relationships. You become free. Look at the biggest names in business, sports, and history. They were all polarizing. They had enemies, they had critics, and they didn't care because they knew that success isn't about being liked, it's about being respected. If you chase approval, you'll never be great. You'll be too busy playing nice, watering yourself down, and avoiding confrontation. But if you focus on your mission, on your goals, and on your vision, people will either follow you or fear you. And both are fine. So stop worrying about making everyone happy. That's a job for clowns, not kings. Be bold, be unapologetic, and let the weak cry about it. You weren't born to be liked. You were born to dominate. Success requires a killer instinct. The world isn't fair. It's not kind. It's not built for good people to win. It rewards the ruthless, the relentless, and the ones who are willing to do whatever it takes. You want to succeed? You need a killer instinct, that hunger, that drive, that willingness to do what others won't. The world belongs to those who seize opportunities, take risks, and crush the competition, not the ones who sit back, play fair, and hope for the best. The weak hesitate, they overthink, they worry about what people will say, and that's why they lose. Meanwhile, the strong strike first, strike hard, and never look back. You have to be relentless. You have to want it more than you want to breathe. This isn't a game. This is war. And in war, there are winners and losers, nothing in between. The top dogs aren't necessarily the smartest, the most talented, or the most connected. They're just the most aggressive. They take action before others. They don't hesitate. They move fast, break things, and adapt as they go. So wake up, stop playing nice, stop waiting for permission, develop the killer instinct, and take what's yours. Because if you don't, someone else will. Action is the only thing that matters. At the end of the day, nothing matters except what you do. Not what you think, not what you plan, not what you feel. Only your actions define you. The weak talk, they overanalyze, they dream, they wish, they set goals, but when it's time to execute, they freeze. And that's why they never achieve anything. The strong, they move, they take action, even if it's messy, even if it's imperfect, because they understand that action is the only path to success. You don't need more information. You don't need more time. You need to act. You can't think your way to success. You have to do. You have to put in the reps. Make the calls. Take the risks. Face the failures and keep moving forward. Every day you wait is a day wasted. Every hesitation is a lost opportunity. Winners know this. That's why they act fast, move aggressively, and execute without hesitation. So from now on, stop thinking and start doing. The world belongs to those who take action. Be one of them. At the end of the day, everything I've said boils down to one brutal truth. Your feelings don't matter. Your actions do. The weak allow emotions to dictate their decisions. They hesitate, they complain, and they let fear control them. That's why they stay weak. The winners of this world, they understand that emotions are nothing more than noise. They don't wait until they feel ready. They don't stop when things get hard. They push through no matter what. They dominate no matter what. Look around you. Most people are broke. Most people are miserable. Most people are average. Why? Because they let their feelings run their lives. They sleep in because they're tired. They avoid confrontation because they're scared. They settle for mediocrity because success is too hard. And then they wonder why they never achieve anything meaningful. But you have a choice. You can keep living like the rest of the sheep, soft, weak, and controlled by emotion, or you can wake up, take control, and start dominating. You already know what needs to be done. You already know what's holding you back. It's time to stop thinking and start doing. Ignore the fear, ignore the doubt, ignore the exhaustion. Get up, get moving, and take what's yours. Because at the end of your life, you won't be judged by how you felt. You'll be judged by what you did. So make sure that when the dust settles, the world remembers your name, not as another nobody who let feelings ruin their potential, but as a ruthless, relentless force who took action and won.